You are going to be making a quick little project in the style of an artist that you have recently learned about named Keith Haring. Now, Keith Haring is an American artist. He was born in Pennsylvania, just a couple states away. He was most famous in the 1980s, which was before you were born, as an artist who did illegal works of art, also known as graffiti, down in the subway on the walls. His style is real cartoonish, like stick figures almost, bright colors, and he's able to show his stick figures in motion. And so you are going to be making a Keith Haring style figure or person. At the same time, you're going to also be using some new color knowledge that you have just learned about using complementary colors. This is going to be really fun, fast, and hopefully pretty easy. You saw some of Keith Haring's artwork in the video that you just watched, and you can remember that when he makes figures, which is another word for people, he does not use a lot of detail. You have no faces and you have no clothes, although they certainly don't look naked. They are basically thick stick people. But what Keith Haring always did was he made them look like they were in motion. And so number one, the body position is not just standing there. It always has knees and feet and elbows and hands, and those knees and feet and elbows and hands are always doing something. He also uses a lot of these little short black lines near some of the body parts to show that that part is moving. Another thing I want you to notice, because you'll be doing this on your artwork, is he always has a horizon line, and there's usually a pattern of some kind on the floor while the wall is blank. So start thinking about some creative body position that you want to draw your stick figure person in. Now you're going to need to pause your video for a second. Ask me for one sheet of this paper and get yourself a pencil and an eraser. I'll wait right here while you come back. All right, now I'm going to draw my stick figure. You've all drawn stick figures before. It's got a head and a stick for all the rest of its body parts. I'm going to draw mine just walking. You want it to be the full size of this paper, so the head will be up here and the bottom of the body will be down here. I'm going to start with the easy part, which is just the head. And I'm going to draw a line straight down. This will include the neck, the chest, and the belly, all the way to where the legs need to get started. From there, I'm going to draw one leg coming this way and always draw a foot. It's just a line, whatever direction your foot is going. My other leg is going to be the one that is taking a step. So always make your joints. This is a knee. Don't forget the knee joint, and always a foot. That would be an ankle joint, right? So he now looks like he's walking. He needs some arms. And this guy is really strutting his stuff, so he's going to have some active arms. But first I'm going to draw a horizontal line right under the head, and this will be the shoulders. You have to have this line. Please don't just draw an arm sticking straight off of the neck. Everybody has shoulders. Now I can draw an arm. I'm going to make one arm going this way, and there's his elbow. Now, before I go any further, let's just think about this. I do not think that the human body bends like that. Please make sure that whatever your stick figure is doing is actually physically possible. If you make a mistake or get ahead of yourself, use your eraser and edit your design. If you need to, have your neighbor or whoever is nearby strike a pose so you can see which way their arms and elbows do bend. So this guy, his arm is going to be going up and then up some more. And there's a little wave. He's waving to someone. This arm, starting from the shoulder, is going to go down. His elbow is not showing because it's just he's holding his arm straight. And there's a little hand. He's really strutting his stuff. Now that you have the body parts there, we are going to make this more Keith Haring style. We need this to be thicker and fatter by adding a bubble that goes all the way around the human form, even the head. So I'm going to start by making a line that just forms a bubble around each of those body parts. You do not want this bubble to be too skinny, so stay away from the line, but try to keep it equal. However far away it is from the line on one part of the body needs to be consistent on all the parts of the body. Now, if I just ignore the line, I can totally see that this is a Keith Haring style body. You do not need any of those action lines or a horizon line yet, but you have just completed the first step. Good work.